Hey guys, this is WhaleMasher. I have a little bit of a cold, and this is my first audio commentary. Basically, what I want to do is tell you a little bit about myself as a gamer, so you get my history, and if I have time, I'm going to tell you about where I want this channel to go in the future. I'm just going to start off by telling you that I've been playing games for about 26 years. That's kind of a long time. I started off on consoles, obviously, things like the Commodore 64, the Atari 2600, Nintendo Entertainment System, which is the NES, Sega Master System. From there, I moved on to Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. All of those consoles have, fond memories for me, but Nintendo always trumped the rest. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just the fact that they had Zelda and Mario. The controllers maybe were better, but they trumped it. After the console phase there, after the Super Nintendo and the Genesis, I went into PC gaming. It was on like an old 286. I played Doom, Wolfenstein, Blake Stone, just really good 3D games for that time. A little later, I started playing games like Duke Nukem 3D, which, that game, if you're my age, if you're old enough to remember the original Duke Nukem 3D when it came out, that game was amazing. Like, it was so good. So I played that, and I loved it. That was really where I started playing first-person shooters online, playing against, my friends in death matches, where you had to actually call each other's computers with your modem. It was ridiculous, and like your parents would be yelling at you about using up the phone line all the time because they'd pick up the phone and they'd hear that annoying squealing in their ears. After that, I kept on playing PC games for quite a while. Eventually, a PlayStation came out, and I didn't buy one. I didn't really care about it. I kind of stopped being into consoles. Towards the end of the PlayStation's life, it got less expensive, and I went and picked one up. I wanted to play some games, and those were Metal Gear Solid, Siphon Filter, Resident Evil, and Silent Hill. Silent Hill was really good. Silent Hill, the sound effects and the soundtrack made that game what it was. The graphics were good, but they wouldn't have mattered because of the soundtrack. They could have been really terrible graphics, and just the game still would have been fantastic. So that was when I sort of got back into consoles. I guess that was probably the time when, I was getting a little bit older and I wasn't being so immature about how much consoles suck and stuff like that. So then I moved into some different games on the PC. One I remember was America's Army, that was made by the American Army, and it had a lot of great multiplayer aspects to it that I wish other games would, look at and sort of adapt to their own games. I still kept on playing on the PC, even though the Xbox had come out, and I don't know when it was, but I did eventually get an Xbox. I don't know why it was that I got one. There must have been a game or something that I thought looked good, or a reason why I picked it up. But I got it, and it didn't really do it for me. I mean, I played some single-player games. I tried online. Nothing that I played on it kept me attached to the system. Nothing, made me want to just get online and play against other people. There was nothing there for me. So what happened was the Xbox 360 then came out, and I really didn't want one because of my experiences with the Xbox. So I didn't buy one. But as luck would have it, I got one for Christmas one year, without ever asking for it. And it came with Ghost Recon. Yeah, Ghost Recon. And eventually I got Ghost Recon 2. I played them both online, but not a lot. It was fun, but it wasn't amazing. And I played a lot of single-player games, which were, excellent. So the Xbox 360 kind of redeemed Xbox for me. It made up for what the original Xbox lacked, I guess, to keep me interested. But I still wasn't online with it. And I was talking to one of my friends, and he told me about Modern Warfare, which was Call of Duty 4. I knew of the Call of Duty series because I played some of the originals on the PC. So I went out and bought it, and I put it in, and I tried it, and I loved it. I loved the leveling system online. I felt like I was doing more and accomplishing more than just shooting some pixels on a screen. The single player was good, and I only, played for about a month or two before Modern Warfare 2 came out. Modern Warfare 2 was really, really good. I loved the single player. I felt like I was playing through a movie rather than a game. Then online was also a lot of fun. I felt like they'd really thought about the game and given us what we'd wanted. But then a family member got sick and I had to stop playing about a month after release. So I came back like 2 months ago, not even, and I've been playing Modern Warfare 2, and I look at it and I'm thinking, wow, Modern Warfare really had it right, the first one. 2 isn't what I thought it was, now that I can, look at it now with fresh eyes. And having the game, it's been out now for a while. So because of that, I can see its flaws now that I didn't see when the game was fresh. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut this off now. I just don't have time to keep on going. But I'll try to do another video here pretty soon and let you know where I want the channel to go in the future. If you like this, please thumbs it up. I could use all the ones I can get. If you hated it, thumb it down. Either way, I appreciate you listening, and hopefully I'll be back, pretty soon. So I'll talk to you all later.